Hey friends, Donovan here with Ernie Williamson, music and trumpet thoughts. I just thought I would do a quick update. I've had a couple of people reach out to just sort of see how I'm doing. I haven't posted much recently, mainly just kind of been busy. Right now, this is December, what is this, 27th? And I think as most of you know, I'm so fortunate. So for a day job, I own a regional chain of music stores. So we, sell trumpets and rent band instruments and sell guitars and all that kind of stuff. And then I also have like a high-end bass guitar specialty business, which is what that is. And then obviously the trumpet thoughts thing is kind of where a lot of my passion and, playing time is spent on the trumpet stuff, but I'm able to do other stuff for a living, which is kind of nice. And so I've just been busy with that with the holiday season, so I haven't posted as much. And but I had someone reach out recently, ask me like, "Hey, how's it going with TCE? Are you still using that? Like, sort of how everything's happening with it?" And so I just thought I'd do a quick update and talk about that. I'm still using TCE. I have found that for me, the tongue-controlled embouchure has addressed and solved many of the playing inadequacies that I had that may have been specific to, maybe it's like my teeth or lip type or whatever, but I just had certain things that were going on physically in my playing that was keeping me from being able to play at the level that I felt like I needed to be able to play at. And with having the tongue-controlled embouchure in play, using that system, it's really helped to resolve a lot of those issues for me. Now, to be clear and to be fair, I haven't achieved all my trumpet dreams and goals yet. I still don't sound like Wayne Bergeron or Maurice Andre. I'm not even the best trumpet player in my own town. I'm one of the better players, I think. But I'm not the first. There's another guy that's the first call lead player in town, and he's one of the best players, period. We just did a big band Christmas concert with him, and we did a couple of the tunes out of the Harry Connick Christmas album. And I mean, it was like standing next to Roger and listening to Roger Ingram play. He's that good. He's just ridiculous. So my goal when I play lead is I want to sound like that. I want to sound like him, Wayne, Roger, those guys. So I'm not there yet. I'll probably never be there. Who we kidding? But that's the chase, right? That's what we're trying to do, trying to achieve that goal. But what I have found is that just sort of sticking with these TCE principles has solved some of my issues. And some of my issues were I was having problems with my bottom lip kept wanting to fold underneath my teeth, and then I'd lose support for the top lip, and then the whole thing would just start to kind of collapse on itself, and I'd have to use a little bit more pressure, and I'd have to blow harder, and all these things just to try to get an embouchure together. And it wouldn't start that way, but it would end up that way pretty quick. And with the tongue-controlled embouchure, with my tongue going being wide between my teeth, I think that's something that's not often stressed enough. But it's not just poked through my teeth like a point. It's wide between my teeth. It's supporting my lips. And then as my lips firm up, as we always need to as we ascend, rather than firming them against my teeth, and thinning them out and having it, my poor lips being mashed between this metal mouthpiece and the hardness of my teeth, they're kind of being squeezed against my tongue. And the tongue is more supple, and it allows it to vibrate. And then the air is coming over the top of the tongue. This is like a quick primer on TCE. Over the top of the tongue, and it's there's a little tiny channel that goes over the tongue, between the teeth, the top lip's in contact with that, and the top lip's vibrating against it. Like that. So it's vibrating that way against it. And that has really been a big part of fixing a lot of my playing. And then it's allowed me to play. And I don't always have, I can play with a beautiful sound too. Well, let me stress this. A beautiful sound for me, okay? I think I have a good sound. I don't think I have a great sound. I'm going to do a post on that here in a minute. but I have a good sound, and so it sounds good for that. And here, I'll just, noodle a little bit on my fun Shawgirl Gonch horn that I got. So for me, I think sometimes people will kind of speak negatively about the TCE sound, and I think part of it is because there's some of the folks that are really well-meaning and that are very knowledgeable about TCE, but I don't know, their sound concept isn't for everybody. And I'm not going to name you names because I don't want to throw anyone under the bridge, and I don't want you to name names in the comments, so just please, if you know who I'm talking about, great, but there's just some folks that when they're demonstrating TCE, I just think their tone it's just so abrasive. And it's maybe a nice sound if you're trying to play like lead trumpet or commercial trumpet. You want, something like that. You want that real sizzly sound. But this person that I'm thinking in particular, they'll play like trumpet concertos and etudes and stuff using that sound, and it's just like fingernails on a chalkboard. Bobby Shute told me once about some other player in Los Angeles that I won't name. He was like, yeah, the guy, like, he's got decent chops and stuff, but listen to him play a ballad, it's like hearing someone drag a shovel through a parking lot. And that's kind of what this person I'm thinking of. I don't mean to be negative because I think they contributed a lot of knowledge to TCE, and so I'm grateful to them for that. But man, the demo is just, whew. But so the most important thing for getting a good sound with TCE is your sound concept in your head. And then other than that, equipment can help. And here I'm using a narrow diameter mouthpiece, but with a B cup, a deep B cup. And if you do that, you can get a warm, rich sound. And I just played a Christmas Eve gig using this exact setup, and it sounded great. And I didn't have to play anything higher than I think an A above the staff. And if I just got to play only high C's and D's right around there, this setup works for that. It sounds great. It's nice and rich. If that's the sound I need for that, it's perfect. And then if I need something with a little more zinger pop, I get a shallower cup. So anyway, that's kind of my trick for that. So yeah, so TCE is still going well, still doing it, still recommending it to folks as usual, and still doing well. So I've got a couple other thoughts for videos that I'm going to do next. So keep an eye on the channel. As always, appreciate you watching. Hope you are trumpeting well, friends. Bye.